Hi everyone, welcome back to Living on Blockchain, the podcast where we break down real-world impact of Web3 infrastructure. I am Tarusha, and today's episode is a must-listen if you're curious about how blockchain can become truly secure, especially against quantum computing threats and everyday cyber attacks. Today's feature is Naoris Protocol. So let's talk a little about why Naoris exists. Quantum computers are advancing rapidly and threaten to break RSA, ECDSA, and all cryptography that secures most of the internet today. Naoris Protocol has positioned itself as the first production-grade post-quantum decentralized cybersecurity mesh built beneath the blockchain stack. Think of it as a global security layer that works for Web2 and Web3. So let's talk a little about how it works. Naoris operates at the sub-zero layer underneath, L0, L2 blockchains. How is that possible? So it uses post-quantum NIST-approved cryptography like dilithium 5 to secure every device and transaction in real time, with no hard forks required. Every device becomes a part of a decentralized trust mesh running collaborative threat detection and behavioral validation using Swarm AI. When a node detects a threat, the update propagates through the mesh instantly. Consensus runs on dPoSec, which is decentralized proof of security, combining PBFT with proof of security to record trust scores and secure the network. The Naoris token launched on 31st of July 2025 at 12 p.m. UTC with an initial circulating supply of around 600 million odd tokens, with about 15% of a 4 billion supply and a fully diluted valuation of around $500 million. The token was listed immediately on platforms like Binance Alpha, Binance Perps, MEXC, Gate.io. Naoris powers the network, validator rewards, staking, governance, and the real-time trust of economy beneath the decentralized proof of security. So let's talk a little about numbers. Naoris has always seen significant traction. Since its testnet launch on the 31st of January this year, over 100 million post-quantum transactions have been processed. 3.3 million wallets have been onboarded, 1 million plus active security nodes, and 475 million plus security threats mitigated. It is live across 31 use cases spanning finance, telecom, defense, and IoT. These are real world stats for a live infrastructure protocol and not just projections. So let's talk a little about the limitations that we see at the moment. There is real scale, but with some caveats. So audit details are a little vague. While crypto uses this particular crypto uses NIST approved algorithms, we haven't seen full external audits of the dPoSec or mesh consensus. Governance structure is a little unclear, though there is a mention of a token staking and governance. Specifics aren't fully public yet. Adoption depth, 31 pilot projects is encouraging, but we'd want to see the production level roadmap clarity and enterprise integrations. So let's talk a bit more about why it matters. So Naoris isn't just a crypto protocol, it's a cybersecurity primitive. It secures across Web2 and Web3 ecology, cloud, DEXs, IoT, ecosystems, validator nodes, and bridges all in one self-healing mesh. Built to meet upcoming global regulatory standards, NIST, NATO, ETSI, and US mandates for post-quantum compliance by 2030. If device-to-device trust becomes programmable, we are looking at scalable security fabric from everything, from smart cities to DApp ecosystems. So Naoris Protocol is live today. It isn't vaporware, it's operational, it's quantifiable, and it's risk-aware. The token has launched and real-world threat mitigation is already underway. Still, much hinges on the transparency around audits, governance rollout, and mainstream adoption. It's one of the few blockchain-native systems today where consensus plus security plus governance are merging, quantum-ready and mesh-based. Thank you so much for tuning in. I'm Tarusha, and this is Living on Blockchain. If this episode resonated, drop me a note. Stay secure, stay curious, stay decentralized. Until next time, thank you.